Here we are. We're coming to our Portage area.
To go offload my scouting reports.
All right, Rosemount cross country fans. Our thirst for just new venues just never seems to be quenched. I've been talking to the studio people. They've been demanding that we get back in studio, and yet somehow we get sucked into doing some other locations. We're here at Target Field today, SDSU, my alma mater.
And really, I've now kind of, your worlds are colliding. I've been coming your Jack stuff now.
I know, it really, worlds are colliding. I got people I got to talk to. But anyway, SDSU is playing Drake in football. We're having a good time here, but now it's time to talk a little bit Mayo Invite Recap. What are your first thoughts?
Great performance, first of all, on our varsity team, a young team.
We got third.
We got third, a good Wayzata team.
Yep, well, I think they're number one ranked.
Ranked 7th in the country.
Okay.
A good Stillwater team.
Yep.
But we were solid. Think about our guys up front.
Okay.
Andrew Schultz up front ran solid.
Yep.
He ran right up there. He was as high as 5th for a while. Fade a little bit.
And then our pack, and I don't know if we've ever had a team with a 2 through 7 pack essentially there.
Well, we had all 7 guys were 17, 16 or better, including our 2 seniors, Austin Bodette, Ethan Peterson.
On a tough and remeasured accurate course.
Right. 2 sophomores in their first varsity.
Yep.
Drew Molnar and Abe Anderson.
Yep. Drew got spiked or rolled his ankle a little bit. He's battling through that.
And then impressive 2 freshmen, Boston Peterson and Channing Goodwin.
Yeah, I don't know if we've ever had 2 freshmen run on the varsity.
Well, Channing Goodwin's been doing great things in ice hockey. And he's really reminding me of Wayne Gretzky.
He was a hockey
an Ontario
cross-country
Ontario provincial champion in the 800.
Really? Okay. And he ran cross-country too.
And he ran as a youth.
Okay. So yeah, we've got hockey players on our team. That's great. And then JV.
JV was great. Wayzata the first 17 guys at the half.
Yep.
But then we started making headway.
We did.
Ike Carter with a solid 4th place finish.
Yep. Broke 18 minutes.
Broke 18 minutes. And he kicked down a Wayzata guy at the finish.
Yep.
Martin Goodburn with a solid 6th place finish.
Yep.
Samuel Sampers.
Yep.
And then because the beat goes on, Andrew Tennyson came up well. A very sick Connor Amos gutted it out for our 5th man.
Well, I don't know if you heard this, but I heard some rumblings within the circles of cross country that some people consider that meet to be the unofficial preview of the JV state championship.
It's a preview of the preview.
Right.
State championship.
And we were second, so we feel pretty good about our JV.
Handily beats.
What I'd like to talk about now is, we have the kids that run for us, but we have kids that are hurt that really help our program in other ways.
Yes.
And I think, can you kind of go through that list of people?
Well, we had Lucas Gurton. He was our aide de camp.
Yeah, and maybe an aide to camp? Explain that.
That's kind of like Hamilton with George Washington with the Continental Army, taking care of a lot of the logistics.
Yeah, and he did a good job of that.
He did.
Yeah. And then who else did we have?
Well, then we have like our video guy at the start-finish.
Yep.
And that was Elias Camperschroer.
Yeah, he did all of the video of like the start, the middle.
Yeah, and the finish then as well.
And if you fans, as you watched our race highlights, it's a separate video, right? But we have race highlights, and I think they're one of the best in the state. So we really appreciate him doing that work.
And then we have a Seidler, and that was Zeisler. Quinn Zeisler was a Seidler.
Now, for those of us that don't know, sidling is what?
Well, Seidler he's really right with you as the cameraman getting the splits at the mile and 2 miles.
He did sidle. I mean, every time I was videotaping, and you'll hear it on the video for the race, he was reading those things
Reading
off.
the splits off.
Reading the splits off every second.
Now, we had an issue a couple of years ago with somebody else bumping into you a lot, sidling.
Right, I couldn't hear my sidler, so what I did, I gave him a little bag of Tic Tacs, so I could hear when he was sidling up to me. So yeah, we really thank those guys for helping us out with that.
Because that's a separate video.
Right, for the whole results. And so what we've got next, we're going to do a separate preview issue, hopefully get back in studio. Studio guys have been talking to me all week about getting back. Now what I don't know is, are we paying those guys on an hourly basis, or are they getting paid on an annual contract?
I think it's just intrinsic.
Well, we better find out for sure.
Now, let's go to our alumni guy. We had a special guest today at the practice today.
Yeah, we should talk about that. Calvin Lane. So we're going to get an interview with Calvin.
Class of 2012.
Yep.
He helped lead St. Olaf to their only national championship.
He was there, fifth
in
guy.
Any sport. He was the 5th guy.
Yep.
They beat North Central by 2 points. St. Olaf is not. That's the only national championship they won in any sport. He was there today.
Yep.
At practice. He won for the guys.
9:24 2-miler or so, and about a 4:23.
4:23 miler.
Yep. Well, anyway, you'll get to see
In
that.
high school.
We'll give you a GRIAC preview later in the week. We're here with Calvin Lang, class of 2012, a Rosemont great runner. Calvin, can you give us your what you're up to now?
So I'm down in Boulder. I'm actually in school to become a teacher.
Okay.
So I'm doing a master's program in student teaching.
Through the University of Colorado?
CU Boulder. And
Nice.
then, yeah, running still more trails now.
Okay. Any
And
marathons?
I did run 2 marathons in the last year.
Okay.
Both of them went poorly,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
you learn.
Okay, nice. Okay, can you give us your favorite Rosemont cross-country memory or track?
So fond memories are always being here on Saturdays, cross-country camp, of course,
Yeah.
and going to Coach Harder's room between classes.
There we go.